Hello everyone, welcome to another Inventor tutorial. You are watching Nishan CAD/CAM Online. Today I am going to take you through modeling of this simple part, which is a tennis ball. But this will involve a lot of interesting commands and features that I can take you throughout the tutorial. Let's get started and stay tuned. First I will start with Revolve command to create the ball shape, and next I will create a 2D sketch and project that sketch onto this surface using a 3D sketch, and then I will use sweep cut command to make this groove, and after that I will use suitable appearance to color each surface as required. Finally I will show you how to add a custom appearance like tennis ball fabric color onto the surface. For that we have to create a custom appearance library and add custom materials. So let's get started. I am going to open up a new part file, click on here and create new files. Dialog box pops up. There are two template, sheet metal and standard. I will click on standard template and click on create. Now we are in the part design environment. First thing we have to do is go to tools and go to document settings and make sure the units are in millimeter. If the units are not in millimeter, you have to change that unit. Now click home button, go to home position, and let's create a sketch for the revolve feature. So there are three sketches, there are three planes, YZ, XZ, XY. You can create a sketch on either one of the plane. I will use XY plane. Once you click on that, you can see this create new sketch pops up command here. You can either click on here or you can right click on the sketch plane and create new sketch. Now it takes us to the sketch environment. Now in order to create a revolve, we need to create a sketch first. So go to circle and I'm going to create a ball as close as possible to the actual ball dimension. So I have sort of pre-measured all the required dimensions. So usual average diameter of the tennis ball is 63.5 millimeter, 2.5 inch. So I'm going to make it 63.5 millimeter. Go to dimensions, make it 63.5, click OK. Now go to line command, create a vertical line from this point to this point. Right click and click OK to complete the command. Now you can see this sketch is black and this sketch is purple. What does this mean? This means it is not fully defined. It can be moved over the sketch. So what we have to do is we have to add constraint. So this is the constraint panel under sketch tab. So under the constraint, I'm going to use coincident constraint. Click on coincident constraint, click on this line and click on the origin. Now you can see the sketch is fully black. That means it is fully defined. You can see that is on the lower right hand corner which says fully constrained. Now the sketch is completed. Click finish. Alright, now we have required sketch for the revolve command. Now let's go to 3D model. Under 3D model tab, under create panel, you can find the second command is revolve. When you click on the revolve, you have to give few inputs. First one is profile, the other one is the axis. The profile is the which is been revolved. So if there is only one single sketch, you don't have the sketch would be selected automatically. But here we have got two sketches, two profiles over here as per these highlights. then you have to select the profile we want. So I will click on this side, and now we have to click on the axis. So in order to click on the activate the axis, what we have to do is we have to click on here. You can see this box is still highlighted with blue underline. That's mean the command is still active, profile command, profile selection. So in order to make axis selection active, you have to click on there, then it becomes blue underlined. So then you have to select on the select axis. You can see the preview, and under the behavior you can swap the directions, but when you revolve 360 degrees you really don't have to worry about the direction, and the angle is 360 degrees. Under advanced properties there is nothing to select for this particular feature, and click OK. Now you have now you have the revolve feature. Now next thing is to create a sketch and convert it to a 3D sketch by projecting that sketch onto the surface for us to make the sweep cut. I'm going to use this sketch for the 2D and next project it onto the surface. So let's create a sketch first. I can use either one of these plane because all of them are passing through the center of the circle. So if we select all of them and right click and make them visible, you can see all of them are passing through the circle, center of the circle. So I simply select XY plane and click on create new sketch. Let's begin with this part first, the semicircle. Let's go to the circle and click on here, and from the dimensions you can see it is 24 into 248. So you can directly enter that 48 millimeter to this dynamic box and click enter. Now you cannot see the sketch. It is because it is covered by the rest of the part of the feature. So let's use this slice graphic or F7 command, F7 button to make the slice graphic, so that the top half of the part is removed so that we can see the sketch. Now the circle is created. Let's go to the line and make one horizontal line like this. Escape. This is still not fully constrained. What I'm going to do is use constraint panel and use coincident constraint and click on this line and click on the origin. Now the sketch is fully defined. You can see on your lower right hand corner the sketch is fully defined. Let's go ahead and hide those sketches as well. Hide those planes. Right click, select control all of them, and then right click and untick visibility. So now use trim command and trim the bottom part of the circle and hit escape. And now we don't really need this line, this is just for a reference. So select that line, and under format you can see there is one command called construction. You can use this command to swap the line between normal and construction. Once you change it to construction, it is no longer part of the active sketch, it is just a reference. So click on the construction. Now it's become construction line. You can see from the dotted line. Now let's create the rest of the parts. Actually you do not need this circle. You do not need anything in this area. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to draw this circle. I simply draw two lines. Click somewhere here and make the line vertical and hit escape and activate line command again and create a similar line. Now go to symmetric, select this line and this line, and I'm going to make this symmetrical about y-axis. So now two lines are selected. under symmetric command and select y-axis. Once you select y-axis, you can see this symmetric icon appears. Now go to the dimensions, add dimensions between here and here 10 millimeter, because it is here 10 millimeter, and add similarly 10 millimeter, and distance between here to here is actually 22.5 into 2. So we can directly enter the same formula into this box. 22.5 into 2 become 45. Now you can see the sketch is fully defined. Now the next thing is to create this part to complete the sketch. So here to here I have used spline command with 2 points, 2 additional points. So totally 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So spline command is under create panel under line command. The second one spline, use control vertex spline. Click on this point, use 2 points, 2 more points, and end the line at here. After completing the line, click on this green arrow. The line is completed. Similarly, repeat the command 1, 2, 3, 4 points, right click, and also you can use this option to complete the line. Now let's add the dimensions. So from here, actually I have make this line vertical, so make it vertical and click on this line which is already vertical, and come here and select this line, make it vertical, and select this line, make it vertical. Now the remaining is to add the dimensions. Click on dimensions and select this point and origin, make it 5 millimeter, and this point and here make it again 5 millimeter. The sketch become black, fully defined. Repeat the same thing here as well, 5 millimeter, and you can simply select this line as well, 5 millimeter. Now you can see the sketch is fully defined. You do not need to use this part as long as these two lines pass through this surface, this area, now which is fine, and sketch is completed. Click finish. If you want to make the sketch visible, it is visible, but you cannot see it because it is inside. So now let's create 3D sketch to project this 2D sketch onto the surface, where you can start the 3D sketch, which is under 3D model tab, under sketch panel. Use this arrow drop down list. From the drop down command, select 3D sketch. Now you are in the 3D sketch environment. You can see it from here. 3D sketch tab is newly appeared and you are in the sketch environment. Now you have got completely new panels. This is draw panels. Under the draw panels you can create only 3D sketches because you are in the 3D sketch environment. So I'm going to use this particular command, project to surface. So when I use this project to surface, I can project the existing sketch onto a 3D surface. So when I click on this one, this dialog box pops up. First I have to select the face, and next I have to select the curve. So the option would be the first option, project along vector, and for the surface, for the face, I'm going to select this face. So you can see always the active command is filled with under either a blue underline or just filled with light blue color, the box. So that means this is active. So you can see when I really click on it, it is become like dotted one around the outer rectangle. So now this is active and I'm going to select this surface. Now in order to select the sketch, I have to select this box to make it active again, curve. Once you make it active, when you hover your mouse, you are able to select the sketch. So I'm going to select the sketch that I created. When you hover your mouse, you can select the sketch you want like this. Now the sketch is selected and you have to click apply. Once you click apply, you can see the sketch, 3D sketch is created. Click cancel to exit the command. Now here again, based on the setups, this is created as a constructions. You can change those options from using this document settings, application option. Either one of these you can use to change these settings. By default it becomes normal line, but I have set up it in such a way that it becomes construction. You simply have to do is select the whole sketch, and under the format you can see this is construction. When you uncheck it, it becomes normal line. Now the 3D sketch is created using projector to surface. I have used the sketch that I created before to create this 3D sketch. Alright, go to home position. Now the sketch is created. Next thing is to create a profile, because I'm going to use sweep cut to create that groove pattern on the ball using sweep cut. For the sweep cut we need one the profile, the other one is the path. So this path is already created. I need to create the profile. For the profile, I have already sort of created the profile that I want, which is similar to this. So I'm going to select the face first. I can create it on either this one or either on this one or this one. So when you select the surface plane, you have to make sure that you want to create the profile on the path. So let's say for example, when I select this plane and right click and create, first of all I have to exit the sketch. Now go to the XY plane, right click and click new sketch. Now we are in the sketch environment, 2D sketch. So we have to create actually the profile either on here or here. So the profile always has to cross the path. So first go to slice graphic, make it half. Now we have to create the profile here. So similar to here, I have created the profile making this path of the sweep cut at the middle of the profile. So first of all, I'm going to make this one projection onto the surface. Click project geometry and I can click on this line, then it is going to be projected onto the sketch plane. Then I can exit the project geometry and I can go to the I can click on 3D sketch and right click and hide it. Now you can see this line is projected from the 3D sketch I just projected. So again, use the project geometry. We use this command to project the existing features or edges on the part onto the sketch plane. So when I click on here, you can see that perimeter of that circle is projected. Now we have all the reference we want. Hit escape to exit the project geometry command. Now let's use a circle command to complete this profile. I'm going to click on circle. I simply create a circle like this, and then I'm going to trim unnecessary part out, and then I'm going to add some dimensions. Go to dimensions. I'm going to click on this point and this point. The dimension is only 1.5 millimeter. Similarly, I'm going to click on this point and this point and make it 1.5 millimeter. Now sketch is still not fully defined. We have to add the diameter radius for the circle 4 millimeter. Click on here, make it 4 millimeter. Now you can see sketch is fully defined. but still we do not have closed profile. It is because this is still under construction. I'm going to select this line, exit the dimension command. I'm going to select this projected line, and once your projected line is selected, you can see under format this become highlighted. That's when it is still under construction. When I uncheck it, it become normal. So now we have the profile, this profile. Don't worry about the rest of the part is also extended around the perimeter, but we have here closed profile. We are able to select this closed profile as a separate profile when we create the sweep cut feature. Now the profile is created, hit exit, and we have both of the sketches we need for the profile and sketch for the sweep cut. Make this one visible again, the path and the profiles. Now let's go to the sweep cut. In here in Inventor, sweep and sweep cut both are in the same command. Click on the sweep. So over here under the boolean, here only you can control if it is the sweep or sweep cut. If you select this, it becomes sweep. If you select this, it becomes a cut. So we need these options. So it is selected by default, and under the profiles, under input geometry, you can see this is active. There is a blue underline. So we have to select the profile first. When you hover your mouse, you can see there are two closed profiles. In the previous sketch that we created, we do not need this one, we need only the smaller one. When you hover your mouse over the small profile, it is selected. Now you have to select the path. To select the path, you have to make this box active. So select on that one. That has become active now because of this underline. Now you can select the path. Now when you select the path, you can see the preview. Since we have selected here, it has become cut. If you select here, it is not a cut, it has become sort of another extrusion. So this is cut. Under the orientation, we use the first one. You can play around with the other one, which is one is fixed and other one is guided. And we do not need any taper or twist. And under the advanced options, we do not need that one as well, and click OK. Here we go. Now go ahead and hide the unnecessary sketches and go to home position. Now you have the ball you want. Alright, next thing is to add appearance. We can add appearance from the appearance tab, which is under here. There are here two icons, two options. From this one you can add material. So from this drop down list, you can select whatever the material you want. From this command, you can add appearance. From this drop down list, you can select whatever the appearance you want. So this command you use to control the appearance library material. This command is used to control the material browser, and this command is used to control the appearance browser. And this drop down list, you can select whatever the material you want. From this drop down list, you can select whatever the appearance you want. So we have to add sort of yellow color in these two and sort of white color onto this. So in order to add yellow color, first select the plane you want, surface you want to add the color. Then use this drop down list. You can add any color you want, and I will simply select smooth yellow. You can see the yellow color is added. Now we have to add the color onto the groove. You can simply select this feature and again go to the appearance drop down, and let's add white color. Use white, then click OK and go to home position. Now you have created the ball with the right appearance. and go to the home position. If you quickly go to the environment and go to Inventor Studio and simply render the image, and I will use the default option, click on render, then you will be able to see a nice image with the more realistic appearance of the ball. Once it is completed, you will be able to save it as a JPEG file. I'm not going to wait until it complete. I simply cancel it and cancel it. Now I'm going to add custom appearance to the part, but the custom appearance would be in my next tutorial because this is going to be too long and it's going to be a bit boring. So I will show you how to add custom appearance to custom appearance library in my next tutorial under part 2 of this tennis ball design. See you very soon. Thank you for watching.